Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Feels like a little while since I've done one of these. Um, I've been talking to a lot of people lately. As always, it's never just me that's going through something on my own. I always end up coming across others that say exactly the same thing and they're feeling the same way. So I thought I'd just kind of share this. There are many of us out there that have been on the kind of conscious creator path, law of attraction, whatever it is you want to call it, for a long time. And suddenly it's feeling like our power's being taken away. People are feeling really lost when it comes to creating their own reality. And what I mean is, it's like the ground has shifted so much. It's thrown everything up in the air, and so all those things that people have been envisioning, focusing on, wanting to bring into their experience, has been within a framework that now is completely up in the air. It's collapsing, and I've felt this real just confusion and not really knowing my place within it, and how do you create this version of reality for yourself when everything has suddenly blown up, and it's like, well, we didn't have any control over that, so therefore how much can we actually control within our own lives? And actually looking at it, the things that we've been looking at creating, for lots of people it's that dream job and everything that goes with that, and suddenly it's, look at the situation we're in. How is that possible? Having lots of money for some people, the money system, that's going to be collapsing. The dream home, the dream relationship, whatever it is. But actually, if you just look at what are the motivations behind those dreams, what is it that you want to be feeling from those? Because that's what it always comes down to. And I think much of it's still absolutely possible. You want to feel loved, in a relationship, entirely possible at any point, no matter what's going on. The dream job, so aside from, without bringing money into it, but that feeling of gratification, satisfaction in what you're doing, feeling fulfilled, entirely possible. And it doesn't actually have to come through a job in that sense. It doesn't have to be that conventional. Focus on that feeling that can come from anywhere. And with the money and things like that, and maybe even with the home, are we looking for a sense of security that actually it's an illusion? There's nothing in the material world that inherently can give us that security that we're looking for. And this is what we've been played over, that fear, where if you're not materially comfortable, looked after, always feeling safe, that nothing bad can happen, and that death is the very, very worst thing that could ever happen to anybody. This has all been fed into our psyches for generation after generation, and it creates that need for, to create something in your life that keeps you secure and safe. But actually none of us are, in that sense, ever secure or safe. We can never know what's around the corner. We can't fight death and dying and illness, of not like what we're seeing now, where again it's being used, but sickness and death, it's a part of life, but it's been turned into this weapon to use against us. So I think there's a combination of things that we can do really to kind of get clear on how we move forward, how we can actually be in all of this and not go under, is first of all focus on what are those things that you want to experience in life. So forget the channels that you think you know how that would come to you through the job or the person, or you know, whatever it is externally, and allow it to come in anyway. Just hand it over and surrender, and get real about whether you're looking for a kind of safety and security that it's not possible to have in this life, no matter what. Everybody's going to die. Many of us will, you know, get sick or whatever in our lives. It might be the thing that takes us out. But, you know, again, it's all part of life. Death is not the worst thing at all. It's just another part of this whole cycle that we're in, and we move on to greater and greater things. So it's the second part is that fear, releasing the fear, because that's where they've got us. It's the only way they can have us. It's the only way any of this can play out and continue to play out, is by people being so fearful of the worst happening, which is, again, that's what's been fed into us. Which isn't true. Not all cultures have that attitude towards death and dying. They really don't. But in the West, they really get you with it. It's still a very taboo subject as well, and something that most people just go through life and refuse to even look at it. It's very difficult. I'm not saying that I haven't been the same. I'm aware that it's a huge undertaking to actually acknowledge that, oh, I'm not actually going to be here forever. And I know that people are dying all the time, and I've lost lots of people as well, as you do, but there's this kind of removal, like it couldn't happen to me. And I think that's what we need to address, and I think it's part of this great awakening. You know, there's so much going on, so much distraction, so much theatre. In the end, all the security we can ever have that actually is genuine and does exist is within, and it has nothing to do with the physical, because that will go. This is just an experience. We're here for a limited time in these bodies, having the lives we have, and then we go. And then, you know, whatever happens after that. So to get fixated on this as if this is the whole story, you know, that's not going to, there's no awakening in that. It will be waking up to the actual truth and reality of who we are, what we are. And also, it's, you know, there's tough times ahead. I keep saying it, and I don't mean it in an alarmist way or a negative way. But the whole thing, for the whole thing to go, the very, very, very worst things are going to have to be exposed. And it's not for the faint-hearted. It's, you know, there are things that even those of us who have been aware of the agenda and what's the people, or if they can be called people, running things, you know, we've been aware of what that's all about and how terrible things are. I think even we don't have half a clue of just how evil and all-encompassing it's been. But it does have to all come out. So there's a reason when we're, you know, it's easy to get bogged down and overwhelmed by what's happening, and to just, yeah, it's very draining when more and more things are coming out, and it seems to be so bad. You know, you just think, how much worse can it get? How many more people are going to have to suffer and even die over this? But unfortunately, for this to end, to really end, it all has to come out, and it's going to have to look really, really bad. It's just going to have to be that way. Otherwise, those corrupt systems, they will be able to flourish again. If this isn't really pulled out by the root, it will just, you know, things might change to a certain extent, but that energy will still be there because people will not have seen the reality of this control agenda. So again, it's go within. It's all we can do. Is that all the strength, everything we've ever needed is within us. It's what is our, you know, however you see it, our God-given right. It's how we are. It's what we've been given. We're all capable of living through this, coming through this, and coming out on the other side to this incredible, amazing world that can be, which is our birthright. But it's, you know, it's a bit of a rocky road, and I think instead of continually looking outside, because it is chaos, you know, there's some really good things happening though. We can see that it's crumbling, absolutely, and it feels like it's speeding up again. But I do think, you know, that, like I keep on saying, they're not going to just give up. They will throw everything they've got, and in the end, the only thing we'll be able to rely on to get through all this is ourselves. Nobody will come and save us. There's nobody out there that can do this for us. It is a spiritual battle as much as anything else, if not, you know, it's the ultimate thing that's actually going on here. So if you can get solid inside, feel that absolute safety and security, no matter what, you know, whether you're in this body, whether it gets taken away from you, the very worst, if you can kind of make peace with that and know that you're always safe and secure, this will just, you know, it will go poof so much quicker. And that is the Great Awakening, I believe, is the fear just being gone, the fear going, and nobody can take that away for you. It's something very personal. It's something we all have to face. But yeah, that's really it. It's yeah, hold the line, Christine. Absolutely, it really is holding the line within and releasing that fear. And without fear, there is no control. Nobody, nothing can ever have any kind of control over you if you're not in a fearful state, because all bets are off then and you're completely free. And then we'll be manifesting everything that we want into reality. So all those things that we've been focusing on and thinking, how on earth, well, that's over then, and now I don't know what to do and what to envision, it's going to be way more amazing and beautiful than anything that these little dreams that we've been having that have fitted into this control network. No, it will be something way beyond that. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, and I hope you're doing well, keeping body, mind and spirit together through this. Obviously, while absolutely it's all within us, we express that through our relationships with others. So again, you know, I've just seeing the stands growing and people coming together, it's all part of it. So yeah, good on you, all the people that have started stands in 2022. Looking forward to seeing even more. We've got lots of other countries getting involved now as well, so I'll keep you posted on that. But in the meanwhile, have a really good weekend. Have a wonderful stand on Sunday, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.